fellowships and exchanges. Maybe we can start with you, Bill.
Sure. Good morning, everyone. Like everybody else, I would be remiss if I didn't pay homage to the initiator of this wonderful event. Thank you so much, Cordell. My experiences have been largely in the academy. I'm an academician, an itinerant academician, as you might be able to tell if you take a look at my bio. And over the course of several years, I have had the wonderful experience to teach and research and be an administrator in several universities across the U.S. And I'm currently serving as director and the CEO of the Nubius University in Galapagos. My path to this particular location has been one that certainly has been supported by my participation in fellowship activities, which I think is something that is really, I think, important to anybody who is interested in moving into a leadership position, irrespective of what the area of endeavor might be. For me, it was an opportunity to identify and expand my networks, and obviously that's important for anyone who has aspirations of moving up the ladder in whatever your field of endeavor is. Once you've expanded that set of networks, the benefit for me is what I call PPI. You enlarge your set of perspectives by your engagements with your professional colleagues. You are allowed to enter into conversations with people who have different points of view. And out of those perspectives and points of view, you get insights about your own work, about your own area of expertise, and have an opportunity to grow and be professionally enhanced by the challenges and the opportunities to have those discussions. Those discussions, conversations lead to an enhancement of your reputational growth. You now have a better sense of who you are as a professional, what kind of work you want to do, and as a result of that, you begin to distinguish yourself from your other colleagues, which in turn then gives you the opportunity to be identified as someone who has leadership potential. That leads you into another set of networks that continues the circle all over again. So the prospect of engaging in fellowships is just a wonderful aspect, I think, of professional development. In the academy, and perhaps in other areas as well, it's not necessarily something that somebody put on their checklist. Okay, what am I going to do to get to the next division? Maybe I'll take a seminar. Maybe I'll engage in some kind of professional development. But the opportunity and the wonderful activities that are provided by fellowships can, in fact, again, lead you through this process of expanding your network, expanding your perspectives, becoming a person who has leadership identification and potential, which then plugs you into additional networks, and you just go on and on from there. So I think it's just an overlooked aspect of professional opportunity. I think it applies across all professional fields, and I certainly heartily support it for anyone who's interested in moving to the top of their profession.
Bill, thank you for that. Mr. What's your perspective?
Well, first, like everyone else, Cordell, you're amazing. But when you have an amazing human being that has this idea, somebody has to put it together. So I actually want to thank his team, who you've seen over there passing away. I think they hear me over there. So I'll give like a small example of how amazing his team is. Jacques was over here talking about cryptocurrency. I'm messing up my PayPal to register. And I was like, thank you, Catherine, for fixing this. So thank you all for having me here. So fellowships, my first involvement was honestly my boss saying, man, you should consider this leadership Loudon thing, right? There's a leadership something in every community county. And it was her like introducing me to this universe. And now here I am sitting working for the Henry Crown Fellowship, which for the Aspen Institute is a flagship fellowship. If you remember from the preach-off last night, the mayor of Rhode Island actually referenced that she did a leadership program. And that's what gave her the abilities to strengthen her public speaking, and then they encouraged her to be mayor, and so on and so on. So that's the leveling up that fellowships and these opportunities can provide. Specific to my fellowship is we work with entrepreneurs, founders, C-suite individuals from ages of 30 to 45 who have considerable success in the private sector already, but are looking for that give back. So in my role, my fellowship looks at the social impact, right? How to transform you as a leader, how to put you in these opportunities. And my job is to connect you with other individuals that can help scale you, scale your business individually, your venture, your project, your societal impact. So it's not just about you, even though it transforms you. It's what you're doing. It's that legacy that you're leaving when you're not here anymore.
although Esther, I didn't stop you because
no.
while we were preparing for this, she gave us amazing examples. So I'm going to put you on the spot to give the example about the chef.
Yeah, so our fellowship is, we're primarily U.S. domestic based, but we're not industry specific. So in this particular class, we have a chef, and she's sitting in the room with the owner of this company or the CEO, founder, blah, 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 and she stood up and was like, I really want to work on my speaking and public profile, and I will speak for any of your companies pro bono. And they quickly checked her and was like, no, you won't. Our companies have line items to pay for speakers. Don't offer yourself as pro bono. Offer yourself as your skill set, and we will pay you for that, right? So it's changing that mindset of a chef who's not coming from that same corporate background. If she can level up, but she doesn't have to zero her worth, right? So as the young adults were saying yesterday, pay me what I'm worth. you can do that, and this was like the encouragement of being in this room and as peers, because they're sitting at their table, just like all of us, and they're all equal. But sometimes you need that level of encouragement to look at something in a different lens that helps you further your career as a chef in this case.
Thank you for that. I love these examples and these stories because it really, these lived experiences, I think, makes it so real. Over to you, Jennifer.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm Jennifer Clinton. I'm the CEO of Cultural Vistas, and we facilitate fellowship and internship opportunities at a global level for university students and young professionals. My story, my connection to this is a very personal one. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, and in the 70s and 80s, where it was not like globalization had sort of devastated the city. So I didn't have a lot of exposure to experiences, abroad, leadership development experiences, but I did play sports. And at 14, I had the opportunity to travel to Sweden to play basketball. And at that time, like, my family didn't have very many resources, so I had to go around selling candy bars to fund my experience playing basketball there. And so fast forward to now in my 50s, I spent my whole career providing opportunities for young people to go abroad and participate in internship, fellowship opportunities. And it's been a life's calling because I believe, as Bill and Esther both said, that experience changed my life. It gave me a totally different perspective. It put me in the shoes of other people that helped me understand and navigate difference, but also have that connection to humanity. And now my role is really about developing an ecosystem for young people to have these types of opportunities. Building an infrastructure, working with individuals, working with corporations, and really society to unlock young people's potential, like mine was. But instead of having people go out and sell candy bars door to door, I think we as a community, and my sort of life's mission is to provide resources, provide an infrastructure, provide networks and leaders to really commit to bringing people along that just don't have the opportunities. So I'm really happy to be here, and from my own experience, too many people have been left out of these experiences because of systemic barriers, because of their own beliefs of lack of confidence that they see themselves in these. And I want us to change that. I want us to reach into communities that normally just don't have these opportunities. So I'm really happy to be here and talk to you about this.
But can we talk about the candy bars?